All right, so here we go, day 3. So I thought about this last night, and I'm more convinced that I need to do this. So, for anybody just joining in quickly, I'm doing a 100-day challenge on starting a business. And the reason why I'm doing a 100-day challenge on starting a business is I believe you can accomplish and do anything in 100 days. I'm also currently going sober, alcohol-free for 100 days, as well as taking on a practice of daily prayer, meditation for 100 days too as well. So I'm already in the journey for the 100 days in terms of sobriety. I'm at day, I need to get the dates. I'm not counting days. I should be counting days. I know the date in which my 100 days for sobriety will be May 25th. And that's just a quiet note. It's not about literally just counting the days. It's about going towards the goal. And sometimes you need to do it day by day, especially in the early days. But you also don't need to be so obsessed with it that it becomes bigger than it is, so that you enjoy your life, not just saying, day X. But I will get the number because I do think it's important to at least recognize where I'm at. I'm also doing fitness, and I've had a personal trainer for the last 30 days. And so that's going to continue for another 60 days officially in terms of the program. And then, I want to add another 10 days in terms of that training regimen, just so I get to that 100. So as I'm thinking about the business angle, my business angle is really about developing a company where you can, really a community where people can celebrate and encourage each other on achieving milestones within 100 days. I think 100 days is really important. The more I look at it, it's pretty significant. And there's a lot you can accomplish in 100 days. And I encourage you guys all, go online, do a deep dive, and you'll see that people have accomplished some amazing things in 100 days, like just incredible. And not just weight loss. People have, learned new skills. People have changed their lives in 100 days. Very rarely have I seen somebody do 100 days on trying to attempt anything, a new challenge, a new skill, better balance in their life. Very rarely have I seen somebody do that and obviously document it online and not be happy about the transformation. I think the degree of transformation just really is around the degree of effort, in which you could really put into it. And, effort sometimes is circumstantial, but, I think anybody, regardless of your circumstances, can try their best. So one thing I've noticed yesterday was, on my personal training piece, I have a personal coach. And my personal coach, shout out Coach Brandon, has been incredible. And I don't think I would be able to do the journey without a personal coach. And I'm glad I have a very kind personal coach like Coach Brandon. And so I know that works. I was attempting to work out 2 weeks before officially I started with my coach. But the quality of my workout sessions, the discipline of tracking and measuring weight, what I'm eating, my activities, it wouldn't have been what it is today had I not had a coach. So the huge benefits I'm seeing in having a coach. And, I'm already down 5-6 pounds, I think 5.5 pounds in that, period of time. And so I'm really, really happy. I'm closer to kind of my ideal weight. And then from there, hopefully pack on this muscle so I could be a thirst trap. I'm just kidding. So there's that benefit for sure on coaching. In terms of my spiritual practice, and because I had lost my spiritual practice many years ago. I'll get into that in another time. And I knew that was missing. I was just like, I needed that thread that was just missing in my life. And again, the same thing. And it may be, because again, your practice is what you put into it, but very rarely do you find people that are spiritual and truly spiritual and devoted, feeling completely miserable about their life. And it seems like all the folks that are doing well, probably the majority of folks that are doing well, completely always give praise to a higher being, the grace of God, the blessing. And so it's almost that recognition that I have talent, I have skills, but there's also some force even beyond comprehension that is also helping and assisting and guiding. And so in terms of that piece, that was missing. I had just, the time that I said I wanted to go 100 days sober, time that I said that, I wanted to commit to fitness, Ramadan was fast approaching, and it thought to me, this was an opportunity for me to reconnect with, a religion that's been in my family for many generations, and reconnect with prayer. Islam and Ramadan are really about prayer and spiritual practice. And so in many ways, I feel like that was my coach. And then all the kind and wonderful people online posting the Ramadan means, the just about going through Ramadan, the encouragement, like, yeah, it is a beautiful community online. Those who worship Allah, and those that can give praise. And so that has been, I think, I'm pretty sure that has been my coach on my spiritual journey. On the business side, right now I don't have a coach, and I need a coach. And I realize that even though if I'm going to do this 100 days, even though I can, get, all these AI tools to give me a plan, give me a guide, make a ton of recommendations, create a ton of efficiencies, AI isn't emotional. AI doesn't understand the ups and downs and the nuances of actually being human. And you need a real coach, you need a real human. And I think that I'd be a huge disservice to myself and to everybody else here if I attempted to do this and I did it without any guidance. And I did it without recognizing that I'm going to need to learn from other people's mistakes. And I'm going to need to learn from folks that is their job. Their job is to get the best out of you in terms of your performance, and that is what a coach. So I think a big kudos to coaches. Probably 10 years ago, maybe even less, I don't think I believed in a coach. I'm like, well, you could just do the same thing. All they're doing is just motivating you, encouraging you. I mean, they do so much more than that. They really do. They provide perspective, but they also provide a beneficial relationship that you need to have with yourself through your coach. So big on that. So what am I gonna do? Pretty windy. I'm not sure how windy it's gonna be on this volume here, but let's keep going. What I'm gonna do is I had a coach last year. I had a coach through Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is one of the best business coaches. My coaching was going well, and then we had a brief pause, and I made the biggest mistake in that the pause lasted 8 months. I lost touch with my coach because I just fell into, drinking alcohol. And then just everything from that just became a complete bastard. I started drinking a ton of alcohol. I got assaulted and couldn't see out of my eye for many weeks. I got scammed online on crypto and lost 30K. Like, it was a disaster. I could see the clear benefits of when I had a coach, and things were progressively getting better. And then when I stopped having a coach, and all of a sudden everything went to shit. So huge benefits in having a coach. I think I might have to do a part 2. It's going to get pretty long, but let's push through just a couple more minutes. So what I've decided to do is, for the next 100 days, in addition to building this business, you can tell it's raining like crazy. I'm not sure if you can see it, storm clouds. That's how devoted I am in saying this. I'm giving you this content in the rain. So very quickly, the next 100 days, I can't do it alone. And so what I'm gonna do is, I have a ton of Tony Robbins books, tapes, and so the next 100 days, as part of my coaching, I'm going to be following a Tony Robbins method. And I'm going to reconnect with my Tony Robbins coach. So this journey won't just be alone. And I do encourage anybody, if you are going through a journey, if it's sobriety, if you're going through a journey like building a new business, if you're going through a fitness journey, if you're going through a spiritual journey, get a coach. Get somebody who can help and support you. Get somebody who can, be your guide when you need a guide. Tough days, but also be there on good days too as well. Okay, so this is going to be a part 2 to that video. I had to relocate because, as you can see, it is raining, and so I had to relocate. So just a quick part 2 on this piece. I just want to recognize the coach I did have last year, Tony Robbins, and she was awesome. Like, she was incredible. She was patient, she was empathetic. She challenged me. But what I think, to me, what really signified, the signs of a great coach is she cared. She really did care. And when I lost touch because I was in my spiral, she would leave me messages. She would send me notes, and she doesn't know this yet. And I am gonna let her know, but times when she would send me messages were just days that I really needed it, where I was just close to giving up. Not sure what that was. Sounds like transformer just blew. But days when I felt like giving up, days when I thought I was gonna give up, I would get this message from her, just checking in, seeing how I'm doing. And I am so grateful for that. She doesn't know this yet, but she really silently helped me through some really, really dark times. I had a lot of shame and guilt, and I felt bad that I disconnected. I felt bad that I didn't follow through on my program. I felt bad that I was drinking more than I should have been drinking. I felt bad that I was depressed, and I hated everything that was happening to Canada, and I was taking that on as if somehow I could change it by just being mad or upset. Like, I was just in a spiral. But then I had this coach who just never gave up on me. And so I just wanted to just give this huge shout out to Atilia. You don't know this yet, but you mean the world to me. I'm so grateful that through the Tony Robbins organization that I was able to have you as a coach, and I do hope that I will be able to continue. So this is just a part two to just recognize that, you have some great people in your lives, and sometimes those great people are the people that show up even at your worst times and are there to just check in and see how you're doing. And so I knew I need to do that to some of my friends. I'm really grateful someone did that to me. But that's, I think, just another huge benefit of having a coach and somebody that can really help you through dark moments, and sometimes they do so in ways that they don't even recognize. So be 100, everybody.